It's a picturesque afternoon for football in the Northeast, and EA Sports comes to you from MetLife Stadium just across the Hudson River from New York City. A few minutes ago, the hometown Jets were introduced to this sellout crowd, and it's a roar that could be heard across the river in Manhattan. They're set to go as their Jets will match up with the Philadelphia Eagles. Strap in. This will be a good one. Two one-loss teams getting together as they're underway on EA Sports. And here comes a return from the middle of the end zone. And they'll get him down right at the 25-yard line, so the same result, and he opted for the touchback. Upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27. Well, this defense for the Eagles, they played really well in that win last week against Miami.
And I'm eager to see the game plan and try to attack them this week, because when you take it away 4 times through interceptions, what do you do now when you go into a game? Do you decide you can't throw the ball? Do you try and run it more? Or do you tell your quarterback, make sure you see your guys open before you deliver?
Now here's a throw that's complete. The reception good for 7. It's third down.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion that would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication. And as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
They're indeed going for it as they look to throw. He's got his all-pro receiver, Michael Thomas. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line.
I know they got the first down, but, Brandon, I still don't like the call going for it there. Yeah, they got it. But I would have punted the ball there, played some field position. I mean, it's okay to end drives and kicks, right? You know, we've heard that from different guys before. Remember, a kick's either a punt, right, field goal, or a point after touchdown. It's okay to end it in a kick.
2nd and 9 now. And that falls to the ground, incomplete. A nice job of bodying him up defensively, and now it brings up third down.
Brandon, we saw these defenders flying to the football in their win last week, and nothing has changed. They're still moving around quickly and forcing incompletions.
After an incomplete pass on 2nd down, that'll leave them trying to convert on 3rd and 9. They'll look to throw here. Dumps it into the flat to Langford. So nothing doing there. And that's going to bring up a 4th down.
Excuse my snarkiness here, but isn't the idea of completing a pass supposed to mean you get downfield and gain yards?
Especially on 3rd down.
Yeah, that one. How about the defense? Figured that one out in a big way. Yeah, they completed it all right and lost yardage.
And this one sails out of bounds. I think it'll be inside the 25. It will. 24-yard line is where they'll spot it. Hurts and the Eagles come up here 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. They will run for the first time with Miles Sanders. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26. Not a whole lot there. The defense was ready, it looked, for that run-pass option.
You get the sense the next time he has that opportunity, he may keep it himself and get to the perimeter. Probably owes his back a little bit of an apology on that one, huh?
On 2nd and 9, Hurts. This is complete to Watkins on the slant. And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35.
This has to go down as one of the simpler routes in the playbook, but oh so effective. Nice completion there. Keeps the sticks moving.
On 1st and 10, it's Sanders. And this winds up a pickup of 2, maybe 2.5 to about the 39. Well, you know, this club, there were some reports earlier in the week, and most have heard this by now, the so-called unnamed sources that were saying all is not rosy in that locker room. There's whispers that 1 or 2 guys, CD, have kind of had enough of how things are going and have been going. How would you handle that as a coach?
Well, you and I both know all the coaches that we've dealt with and come in contact with. They'd love to get their hands on those unnamed sources, wouldn't they? But they know that that's not possible. So I think they've got to go in there and make sure that this isn't a distraction. They also know that once the grumbling starts, it becomes a slippery slope and it's hard to stop the fall. But I think you need to sit some guys down and say, hey, look, we're still hoping to be a playoff team this year. We need you guys to be bought in with what we're doing. Come on, let's get on board.
Burns fumbles it, and it's scooped up by the Jets. And the return will be stopped at the 34-yard line. Obviously, you got to hold on to the football, but I've got to give credit to the defense there. Good job of knocking it free.
Yeah, because a lot of the time we just blame the offensive players for not taking care of it. How about the effort of the defensive players knowing that guys are going to, and if they're good, anticipate the contact coming and try and cover up the football. And they still find ways to knock it free.
5 yards on the catch there, brings up 2nd down. A play-action fake. They'll look to throw. And it's a short one here, complete to his tight end. We've seen quite a bit of a short passing game here early on first quarter, haven't we?
We have, and I think it works a couple of ways for this team because, number one, you throw the short game until they stop it. And if they're not going to stop it, you keep throwing it, and occasionally you'll break a tackle and turn it into a bigger gain. Also, if they start to creep up, start to pressure receivers, now you go over the top, take it deep, and now you get some of those big shots downfield.
And he sneaks his way forward only for a couple here. 2nd down. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. Forced out, and he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. Myles Jack with a sack. And there they bring pressure from the inside, and they get home.
Yeah, hard to block everyone, isn't it? And on this play, someone did not get blocked. He's the one who got home.
On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. He throws and he hits the slant route to Thomas. And he is going to have a Jets first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
I don't care how many times we see it. I still get a kick out of watching quarterbacks and receivers do the pass tree in pregame warm-up. But I always remember that when we go to practices, we see that after practices as well. They really tune it up, don't they?
They tune it up. They know why they do it for these situations. First down.
And they build that trust, and that's why they're able to find him in this type of a situation.
Well, Charles, in the past, a lot of people called this offense one-dimensional.
I think you did.
Well,
I think it was you.
I'll be honest, I did. I think the fan base is hoping with this young rookie that they can put some wrinkles in this offense like we just saw.
I think you're exactly right because we did have that discussion that what we've seen in the past from them, they needed to broaden, and they have done it here. Look at what he's bringing to their offense, and now as a defensive coordinator, you've got some extra work to do to prepare for him and their offense.
Now a handoff here to his running back, and nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play, and it's going to bring up a 3rd down. Back to throw. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off by the linebacker, Myles Jack. Down the numbers. There he goes. The 20. And he takes this one back into the end zone. And the Eagles defense gets a pick six TD. Extra point attempt to follow here. He's got it, and the Eagles lead at 7-zip. So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. This will be brought out from the middle of the end zone. And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one. The New York offense taking over for their next possession. And last time, decent field position through the pick six. Obviously costly.
But they can't afford to just bunker in now. Good field position means go ahead and attack on offense. Try and press the advantage a little bit. They just have to be better with the football on this possession.
So the last one didn't bother you too much last time?
No, because it's exactly what you're supposed to do. You can't have good field position, not try to take advantage of it. Sometimes the defense makes a good play, too.
And he sneaks his way forward only for a couple here. Second down.
And this is why aggressive defense coordinators love to blitz. It wreaks havoc because they end up taking their attention to the blitzers, freed up the D lineman to make the play.
Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. He's going to look deep for more. He's got a man, complete. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. It's a big play that time by the Jets. So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. C.J. Mosley, the linebacker, making sure his presence is felt.
I know there'll be a little bit of criticism there because they went right back to the air after the huge pickup and end up getting sacked. That's often a play that you make. You feel like you've got momentum on your side.
Unfortunately, the O-line failed to hold up to try to keep that momentum going. Got to imagine the pass rush will be equally intense here on second down following the sack. It's 2nd and 18. All right, rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Picked off at the 25. And the return here is stopped at the 35-yard line. What a start defensively. Your offense goes out, gets the touchdown, and then you get the interception. Just perfect. How
about the discipline that they showed on defense? Because after the offense scored to go up 7-zip, you would think they might be a little extra aggressive trying to get back at them. Instead, they read their key.
Down the numbers. There he goes. Touchdown, Philadelphia. Miles Sanders with touchdown number 8 on the year. And the Eagles are able to strike quickly for 6. The extra point up and good. And it's now 14-0. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And this is going to be returned from the middle of the end zone. And he is out of bounds here on the return. The New York offense taking over for their next possession. And 2 picks thrown here in this first half alone. We'll see how that affects him.
Can't wait to see where his confidence is, because the great ones, they'll throw 4 or 5 picks, and while it'll hurt their team, it won't hurt their confidence. They'll think something was just wrong with the ball or the wind or something was funny. It's never about them. That's how they stay so into the moment and into the game.
2nd and 10. Now a handoff looking right. And he's upended at the 33 following a good pickup of 8. That'll leave them with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there. And we'll remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll join Jonathan Coachman and the gang in Orlando. Coach will have stats and scores from the early games going on here around the NFL. And he won't be close to a first down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. They're going to try and throw. Flush to his right. And he's brought down. Can't do anything with a football. It's a sack and a turnover on downs. So certainly an interesting call there to go for it. And the Eagles are going to take over in great field position. They'll run on first down. It's Sanders. And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7. 83 yards rushing for him so far as his terrific season continues here. Here's first and goal, and gosh, points here, a chance maybe to put this thing away before halftime. They'll run with Sanders, and he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. A pickup of 4 on first down. It'll be second and goal.
Well, Brandon, we always know that once you score one touchdown,
you want two.
Yeah, you're without a doubt. And so far today, he's got one, but was denied as he tried to get the second one.
Going to give it to Love. And he'll take it into the end zone for an Eagles touchdown. His 4th rushing touchdown on the campaign, number 7 overall. And the Eagles add 6 to their lead. Extra point right down the middle. And it's now 21-0. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And we'll see a return here from the end zone. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24. The New York offense taking over for their next possession. And with a 3-score deficit staring him in the face, they might have to press the issue here and try to get points out of this drive. Throw left side complete. That's Moore. And he'll be corralled right around the 34. They'll look to throw now on first down. And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked off by the linebacker, Miles Jack. And a potential turning point as they'll get the football in very good field position late in this first half. Now a play fake here on first down. And that play goes nowhere. Taken down, losing yardage at the 50, right at midfield. The Eagles going to take the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 13 seconds to play in half number 1. Second and 16. Play action. Here's Hurts. Flushed out right. Got a man. It's Breshad Perriman. And down to the 20 he'll go before heading out of bounds. A big connection on that one. 30 yards. So a big play as it gets him all the way down to the 20 now for first and 10. Hurts a handoff to Sanders. Now whistles and a timeout with 3 seconds left in the first half. So 3 seconds here remain in the half. On is the field goal unit to see about getting 3 points. From the right hash, it's a 35-yard attempt. And his kick here is good. So we've reached halftime here, and it's our visitors, the Eagles, leading this one. As we'll get you down the coast to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman and our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach, and how about this line out of the locker room? An onside kick attempt. So the Eagles with the lead, and they're going to get this football first as the third quarter gets underway. Still going. A very interesting call and one that backfires. I know they're losing, Charles, but boy, to start the second half with the onside kick, risky.
Felt like a sense of urgency from their side, coupled with, you and I both know the special teams coordinators, they sell their key plays each and every week to the head coach, don't they? And I guarantee he's been selling this one. We can get it, coach, we can get it. And that came together with that sense of urgency you talked about.
Second down at 5. Another run here with Sanders. And this carry not as productive. He's swallowed up at the line of scrimmage. On third down, they turn to Sanders. And he had to get this down to the 15. He won't make it. He's a yard or two short. It's a pickup of 4, but they're still a yard short here with fourth down, forthcoming. Going for it with Sanders. And he picks up the first down yardage as he takes this one down to the 15. At first glance, I wasn't sure he got it. Then I saw that spot. Definitely a first down.
It was, but boy, on the other side, you disputed a little bit, wouldn't you? Okay, if you're playing defense, are you sure he got there? But that's why they tell you all the time, don't just get what you need, get a little bit more and take the decision out of the hands of the officials.
Well, there he needed a yard. He got a yard and maybe an inch.
I'll tell you what, a lot of those mid-range throws have been available because sometimes teams get too concerned about the deep ball and they leave too...
And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Philadelphia. Bryce Love, his second touchdown of the afternoon. And the Eagles are pouring it on. Extra point splits the uprights, and that will extend this big lead. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And here comes a return from the middle of the end zone. And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one. The New York offense taking over for their next possession. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack him here.
Running lanes were at a premium in the first half, but he's able to find some room there, and he's hoping that that's a precursor of a big second half.
And to give this time to the tailback. He'll have a first down past the 40, and he'll finally be taken down just shy of midfield. 50 yards rushing for him now on what was his 10th carry of the ball game. 3 tight ends in the ball game here on 1st and 10. A handoff as they run the counter play. He's got the first down and more inside the 40.
They're making it look easy out there. Another first down. So far on this drive, let me do this little bit of math here. 4 plays, 3 first downs.
That's a pretty good recipe for success. Still in search of their first touchdown of the game, but they're on the move. 1st and 10. Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. Oh, he dropped it. And that's pretty indicative of the way this one's gone. Here's 2nd and 10. Out of the gun, it's Langford. And a 5-yard gain as he's down inside the 30 to the 28-yard line.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown, because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
Spoke-Bo's the Mike. Mike Spoke-Bo. Let's go. Let's get this ball back for the offense. Let's go.
Out of the gun now on 3rd down. That is caught by a diving Thomas. They'll look to throw here on 1st down. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off by the linebacker, Miles Jack. And now off to the races down the right side. And he takes this one back into the end zone. And the Eagles defense gets a pick-6 TD. This D wanting to put it away before we even get to the 4th quarter, widening that margin a bit further.
And while they won't just empty the bench just yet, if you're a backup, start loosening up. I think I'll get a chance to play before this one is over now with that type of a cushion.
Point after, right down the middle. And the lead will swell by one more. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six. And now the kick is away. This will be brought out from the middle of the end zone. And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one. The New York offense taking over for their next possession. And following the pick six, and they had decent field position and throwing that pick six. We'll see how they attack this drive.
I think all you say to your guy is, listen, let's just take care of the football a little bit better. Make some better decisions on this drive, and they'll probably help him a little bit with maybe some really high percentage throws early to let him get settled back in.
But they told us, they've got confidence. That's not a problem.
Yeah, not a problem at all. They just want to make sure they get things settled down a little bit for their offense and give their defense a little bit of a chance to rest.
They keep it on the ground with Langford. And he's going to have the first down yardage as he's down at about the 30-yard line. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. And that is going to do it for this third quarter of action. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Escaping the pressure right. He's going to flip one out here to his running back. And he'll have a gain of 3 to the 33. One thing I think that's safe to say defensively, the tackling's been really good.
And because of that, it's been very, very hard for them to move the ball because you're not getting the benefits of run after catch. They're tackling them almost on the spot. That means you have to run extra plays, harder to move it.
And now here's another interception. Picked up by the linebacker, Miles Jack. And the return will be stopped at the 34-yard line. And you have to wonder, Charles, a game like this, 5 interceptions, what does this do to the psyche of a young quarterback?
Well, based on the fact that he's still out there and he threw a 5th interception, I'm wondering if his head coach believes that he's really strong mentally and wants him to play through it. Because otherwise, you need to get him out and fight another day because this could leave lasting damage if he keeps throwing interceptions.
First down carry by Sanders, well defensed as they'll hold him to just a couple. 2nd down coming up. Eight yards to go on 2nd down. They'll run with Sanders. And he gets stopped up at the 31 after a gain of maybe a yard. They need to get this to the 24 on 3rd down. Another run with Sanders. And they're going to get him down well short of the 1st as he can only get this to the 30.
In order to play really good run defense when you're playing a 3-4, those 3 guys up front, the nose tackle and the guys they call the defensive ends, they're usually big people because they're going to have to eat up a lot of blockers because it's usually 5-on-3. And when they do their job well, guys who play on the inside, those inside linebackers, they're able to just roam and hit.
So it's 3 more points, and that widens this thing out even further here in the 4th.
And you know in this league, you can never have enough points, but this widens it out, as you said, and now it's all about ball control, isn't it?
And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23. The New York offense taking over for their next possession. Remember, they have won 3 straight, but getting to 4 straight does not appear to be in the cards as they are in a big 4th quarter hole. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. They go screenplay to Langford. And able to rip off a big chunk of yardage before being dropped inside the 40. So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. They'll set up a throw. Eluding the pressure, and he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. The sack recorded. It's a loss of 5, and now it's 2nd down. And he'll give it here to his running back. And down to the 36-yard line here. 74 yards rushing for him now in the ball game.
That was a good run, probably right on the edge of breaking into something really big. So the defensive guys right now are talking about, okay, what can we do to slow him down before he truly gets started?
And he'll be brought down at the 34, well short of the 1st down marker. Got to try it here. He's back to throw. Sliding out of the pocket. And my goodness, another interception. Picked up by the linebacker, Miles Jack. And he'll take it across midfield to the 46-yard line. A young quarterback, Charles, rolling to his right. I know he's right-handed, but is that one that maybe a veteran sticks in his pocket?
I think so, but you have to remember with young quarterbacks, it may take a few years before they get all the stuff out of them that they did earlier in their career or even in their college days when they were used to being dominant. In this case, the NFL veteran defense ended up winning the battle.
And finally, down he goes as they work it inside the 10 to the 7. A big play there. Now a chance to make that big play really hurt. It's 1st and goal just outside the 5. And that'll move him a little closer as he takes it from the 7 down to the 4-yard line. Defensively, they must have been expecting a pass. They were in the dime look out there.
I think maybe they were deciding to go with speed on the field rather than bulk. I'm with you, a little bit surprising. But they wanted people getting to the ball as fast as possible. The lighter, shiftier defensive backs allow you that opportunity.
So it's Eagle football here as we get you reset. They've got a 2nd and goal now as they look to add a few more points here onto their total. They get 3 yards closer, but still work to do. It's 3rd and goal. Staying on the ground, it's Love. And they are going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their totals. Extra point right down the middle. And that will extend this big lead. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. Well, from deep in the end zone, he's going to bring this out. And he's going to be brought down inside the 5 at the 3.
In this position, trying to get back into the game, teams are looking for a spark from their special teams. That's not what they got, though. They got a setback, and they have a long field to cover if they want to try and put points on the board.
Now a handoff as they run left side. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12. And now here's a carry heading left. And he will double the space they have to work with as they take it from the 2 to the 4.
A big part of a middle linebacker's job is being able to take on blocks and then go make plays. But the best ones, they have those big guys in front of them playing defensive line to hold blockers off of them and allow them to flow sideline to sideline and make the big hits.
And now here is another interception. Darius Slay with a pick. And he takes this one back into the end zone. And the Eagles defense gets a pick-6 TD. Extra point splits the uprights, and the lead will swell by 1 more. So they throw the pick-6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. And this is going to be returned from the middle of the end zone. And beyond the 20, but not by much. In fact, just a yard pass there to the 21. The New York offense taking over for their next possession. And let's face it, this drive is not going to have any bearing on this game, but it's kind of important for one reason, isn't it?
It certainly is. You got to get points. And, okay, all right, I'm being facetious here. But you get points, you feel a little bit better about yourself as you move on to the next one.
So now a fresh set of downs, 1st and 10 after roughing the passer. He'll look to throw. Rolling to his right. And his throw is incomplete.
At this point in the game, they've got to continue to try anything they can. They're still working at it, even though this one feels like a lost cause.
On 2nd down, Langford. No gain on that one as it brings up a 3rd and 10. Well, if you look where that play starts, O-line versus D-line, that was a battle won by the D-line.
Yeah, and oftentimes it's won by quickness off the ball. Who can handle the guy across from them best? On that play, the defensive line did exactly that.
And my goodness, another interception. Picked off at the 14. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. And they will take a knee here.
Let's set a tone, fellas. Let's set a tone.
So it's a victory here for the Philadelphia Eagles. And I tell you what, Charles, this might be about as good as it gets. They were incredible.
Yeah, offense was in fine form. The defense threw the shutout at them. I think they worked in concert together. What I like about the offense was they held the ball pretty well. You know, time of possession, exactly what they were looking for in this one. And that helped out their defense. Didn't have to be out there the entire time. So when you do that and you're out there fresh playing, off a little extra spring in your step, and it showed up in this one.
They had a ton of spring in their step. Impressive victory. So for the Eagles, they boost their record up to a strong 4-1. And they'll return home next week to take on the New York Giants. Meanwhile, for the Jets, the loss will move them back to 3-2 on the year. And they'll get a home date next week against the Kansas City Chiefs.